Hello, devoted drama enthusiasts, and welcome back to TV Day's Drama Digest. We're diving headfirst into the emotional whirlwind that is the latest episode of our favorite soap opera, where secrets, lies, and heartbreak collide in a storm of revelations. Today, we're unraveling the intricate and gut-wrenching story of Sophia, a character whose choices have left us gasping, questioning, and eagerly awaiting the next twist. Is Sarah the one who will finally expose Sophia's carefully constructed lie? Why did our jaws drop during the episode that aired today, July 25th, 2025? Buckle up, because we're about to dissect every heart-pounding moment and explore the dramatic fallout that's sure to follow. Let's dive into the chaos and see how this tangled tale unfolds. A mother's secret and a web of deception at the heart of this week's episode lies Sophia, a woman whose life has become a precarious house of cards, built on a foundation of lies that threaten to crumble at any moment. For those who've been following the saga, Sophia's journey has been nothing short of a roller coaster. Months ago, she gave birth to a baby boy, a fact known to only a select few. But instead of embracing motherhood, Sophia made the heart-wrenching decision to give her child up for adoption. The baby is now being raised by Leo and Javi, a loving couple who have welcomed the child into their home with open hearts. This, however, is where the truth ends and Sophia's deception begins. In a shocking twist, Sophia has been spinning a false narrative, claiming she gave birth to a baby girl. To keep her story airtight, she's gone so far as to show Tate, the baby's father, a doctored photo of her adoptive parents holding a child she claims is their daughter. With a trembling voice and crocodile tears, Sophia praises Leo and Javi, painting them as the perfect parents who will give their little girl a life filled with love and stability. The photo, carefully curated to support her lie, shows a happy family, but the child in the image is not the one Sophia bore. It's a fabrication, a cruel manipulation designed to keep Tate in the dark about the true gender and fate of their child. Sophia's reasons for this deception remain shrouded in mystery, but the emotional weight of her actions is palpable. Is she driven by shame, fear, or a desperate need to sever ties with her past? Whatever her motives, the lie is a ticking time bomb, and the fallout promises to be explosive. As viewers, we're left grappling with a mix of sympathy and frustration. Sophia's decision to abandon her child is heartbreaking, but her choice to deceive Tate adds a layer of cruelty that's hard to stomach. How long can she keep up this charade? And who will be the one to pull back the curtain? Tate's heartbreak, a father's unknowing sacrifice. Tate, the unsuspecting father, is caught in the crosshairs of Sophia's deception. In a poignant scene that aired today, he sits across from Sophia, his eyes heavy with a mix of resignation and hope. When Sophia presents the falsified photo and spins her tale about the baby girl finding a good home, Tate's response is achingly sincere. "You found a good home for our child," he says softly, his voice cracking with emotion. That's all that matters. The moment is a gut punch for viewers as we watch Tate grapple with the weight of his decision. He's not rethinking the adoption, but the sorrow etched on his face speaks volumes. In a heart-to-heart with his best friend, Brady, Tate opens up about the emptiness he feels. "It's like something was taken away from me," he confesses, his voice barely above a whisper. "I'm not rethinking it, but I'm just sad." The raw vulnerability in this scene is a testament to the show's ability to capture the complexities of human emotion. Tate's pain is palpable, and it's made all the more tragic by the fact that he's mourning a loss he doesn't fully understand. He believes he's doing what's best for his child, but the truth that his son is being raised by Leo and Javi, and that Sophia has lied about the child's very identity, remains just out of reach. Tate's interaction with Sophia is equally heartbreaking. As she apologizes profusely, her words dripping with feigned remorse, she pleads with him not to hate her. Tate, ever the compassionate soul, reassures her, unaware of the depth of her betrayal. "I don't hate you," he says, his eyes searching hers for a truth she refuses to give. It's a moment that leaves viewers torn. Do we pity Sophia for the weight of her guilt, or do we condemn her for the pain she's inflicting? The answer isn't clear, and that ambiguity is what makes this storyline so compelling. Sophia's confession, a phone call that changes everything. As if the drama couldn't get any thicker, Sophia's next move sends shockwaves through the narrative. In a clandestine phone call to her confidant, Melinda, Sophia reveals the truth, or at least part of it. "Tate signed the adoption papers," she says, her voice a mix of relief and dread. "He would hate me if he knew the truth." This chilling admission confirms what we've suspected all along. Sophia is fully aware of the gravity of her lie. She knows that revealing the baby's true gender and the fact that she's been deceiving Tate would shatter the fragile trust between them. Yet, she chooses to keep the secret buried, even as the guilt gnaws at her. Melinda, ever the voice of reason, presses Sophia for details, but the conversation is cut short, leaving viewers on edge. What does Melinda know? Is she complicit in Sophia's scheme, or is she just now piecing together the puzzle? The phone call is a masterclass in suspense, with every pause and inflection hinting at the storm that's brewing. Sophia's voice trembles as she speaks, betraying the cracks in her carefully constructed facade. It's clear that the weight of her lie is becoming unbearable, but will she crack under the pressure before someone else exposes her? Sarah's discovery. The truth comes to light. Enter Sarah, the wild card in this unfolding drama. Fresh off a conversation with Brady, who casually mentions that Sophia's baby is a girl, Sarah's instincts kick into high gear. Something doesn't add up. As a nurse with access to medical records, Sarah decides to do some digging. In a tense sequence that had us on the edge of our seats, she pulls up Sophia's lab results from her supposed labor. The screen flashes with the undeniable truth. Sophia was pregnant with a boy. The revelation is a bombshell, and Sarah's expression mirrors our own shock and disbelief. She now holds the key to Sophia's secret, but the question remains, will she use it? Sarah's discovery is the turning point we've all been waiting for. The moment she sees the lab results, the pieces fall into place. Sophia's story about a baby girl was a lie, a carefully crafted deception to cover her tracks. But why? What could drive Sophia to such lengths? Is she protecting someone or something else? Or is this simply a desperate attempt to escape the responsibilities of motherhood? As viewers, we're left to speculate, but one thing is certain: Sarah's knowledge changes everything. The episode ends on a cliffhanger, with Sarah staring at the lab results, her face a mix of determination and uncertainty. Will she confront Sophia directly, or will she take her findings to Tate, shattering his world with the truth? The tension is palpable, and the stakes have never been higher. Sarah's role in this drama is pivotal, and her next move could either expose Sophia's lie or deepen the web of deception. One thing's for sure, this revelation is a game-changer, and we can't wait to see how it plays out. The emotional stakes, a story of betrayal and redemption at its core. This storyline is about more than just a lie. It's about the human cost of secrets and the ripple effects they have on everyone involved. Sophia's decision to deceive Tate is not just a betrayal of trust, it's a theft of his agency as a father. By hiding the truth about their son, she's robbed him of the chance to make an informed decision about his child's future. The adoption itself isn't the issue. Tate seems at peace with the idea of his child being raised by loving parents, but the lie about the baby's gender adds an unnecessary layer of pain to an already difficult situation. For Sophia, the lie is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it allows her to move forward with her life, unburdened by the responsibilities of parenthood. On the other, it traps her in a cycle of guilt and fear as she constantly worries about being exposed. Her phone call to Melinda reveals the toll this deception is taking on her psyche, but it also underscores her resolve to keep the truth hidden. Is Sophia a villain, or is she a deeply flawed character struggling to navigate an impossible situation? The show leaves that question open, inviting viewers to wrestle with their own judgments. Tate, meanwhile, is the tragic hero of this arc. His willingness to trust Sophia, even in the face of his own grief, makes his eventual discovery of the truth all the more devastating. When the lie is exposed, and we have no doubt it will be, the fallout will be catastrophic. Will Tate be able to forgive Sophia, or will this betrayal mark the end of their relationship? And what about Leo and Javi, who are blissfully unaware of the drama surrounding their adopted son? The potential for heartbreak is immense, and the writers have done a masterful job of keeping us invested in every character's journey. What's next? The fallout awaits as we look ahead to the next episode. The question on everyone's mind is whether Sarah will be the one to blow the lid off Sophia's secret. Her discovery of the lab results puts her in a position of power, but it also places her at a moral crossroads. Will she choose loyalty to Tate, her friend, or will she hesitate, knowing the devastation her revelation could cause? Sarah's character has always been defined by her fierce sense of justice, but she's also deeply empathetic. The choice she makes will shape the course of the story, and we're bracing ourselves for the emotional fallout. Then there's Sophia, whose carefully constructed world is on the verge of collapse. If Sarah confronts her, will she double down on her lie or come clean? The pressure is mounting, and Sophia's desperation could lead to even more reckless decisions. Perhaps she'll try to silence Sarah, or maybe she'll flee, leaving Tate and the others to pick up the pieces. Whatever happens, the truth is inching closer to the surface, and the consequences will be seismic. For Tate, the revelation of Sophia's lie will be a defining moment. Will he channel his pain into anger, or will he seek to understand why Sophia felt compelled to deceive him? The possibility of a confrontation between Tate and Sophia is tantalizing, and we can already imagine the raw, emotional showdown that's sure to come. And let's not forget Leo and Javi, who may find themselves caught in the crossfire of this drama. Their role as the baby's adoptive parents adds another layer of complexity, as any disruption to the adoption could upend their lives as well. Why this story resonates. What makes this storyline so gripping is its exploration of universal themes: trust, betrayal, and the lengths we go to protect ourselves and those we love. Sophia's lie is not just a plot device, it's a reflection of the messy, complicated nature of human relationships. We've all faced moments where the truth feels too heavy to bear, and Sophia's story forces us to confront the consequences of choosing deception over honesty. At the same time, Tate's heartbreak reminds us of the collateral damage that secrets can cause, even when they're meant to protect. The show's writers have crafted a narrative that's as emotionally resonant as it is suspenseful. Every character is flawed, yet relatable, and their choices drive the story forward in unexpected ways. Sarah's discovery adds a layer of intrigue that keeps us glued to our screens, while Sophia's guilt and Tate's sorrow tug at our heartstrings. It's a masterclass in soap opera storytelling, blending high-stakes drama with deeply human moments. Join the conversation as we wrap up this week's TV Days Drama Digest. We want to hear from you. Do you think Sarah will expose Sophia's lie, or will she keep the secret to protect Tate's fragile peace? Is Sophia redeemable, or has she crossed a line that can never be uncrossed? And what about Tate? How will he cope when the truth comes out? Head to our comments section and share your thoughts, theories, and predictions. Let's keep the conversation going as we count down to the next episode. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.